Welcome to the Civilizational Bridge. In our previous episode, we delved into Sarga 3 of Balakanda in the Ramayana, where sage Valmiki is bestowed with clairvoyance by Brahma, enabling him to witness and chronicle the life of Rama in vivid detail. As we move to Sarga 4, it's crucial to understand this Sarga's unique positioning. This Sarga offers the main Ramayana narrative, but tucked within the prologue and the epilogue of the Uttarakanda. As we talked about in our last episode, Sarga 4 is the prologue. This part obviously is a little different from the central story, but is vital in its own right. It highlights the societal challenges Sita faced after her time under Ravana's captivity, posing an essential question for the listeners. How would an ordinary person react if their loved one had been in another's domain? Delving with the same societal backlash, in responding to an accusation, Rama banished pregnant Sita to the forests. Lakshmana is entrusted with the difficult task of leaving her in the forest. With a heavy heart, Lakshmana took Sita to the forest and left her near the hermitage of the sage Valmiki. It is here that Sita found refuge, and later she gave birth to her twin sons Lava and Kusa. The spotlight in this Sarga is on Lava and Kusa, the twin sons of Sita. With voices that could captivate any heart, they journeyed from place to place singing the verses of the Ramayana. Their performance at a significant event, the Ashwamedha Yagya, grabs Rama's attention, leading him to invite them to his palace to hear the tale from them. Now about Ashwamedha Yagya, in English if you translate Yagya, people translate it to sacrifice. But the moment one mentions sacrifice, English speaking people immediately gravitate towards human or animal sacrifice. They are not that in Indian context. It's a ritual that involves a powerful king sending out a premier horse, their premier horse, and let the horse chart its path through various kingdoms. If the horse passes through a friendly kingdom, the kingdom would give free passage and accepts the friendship. If it goes through an enemy kingdom, the enemy king might capture the horse. It is the duty of the king who initiated the yajna to fight with that enemy king and retrieve the horse back. That was a way to show prowess, cleanse weaker kings, and build empires in those days. So, not a sacrifice, it's a ritual empire building process. Now, let's shift our focus a bit and dive into some fascinating historical tidbits. Ever heard of the cities Lahore and Kasur? They are in present day Pakistan. Their names aren't just geographical markers, by the way, but are deeply tied to our story's protagonists. Legend suggests that Lahore, earlier referred to as Lavapuri, owes its origin to Lava. In the same vein, Kasur is believed to have been established by Kusa. Speaking of Lahore, nestled within its historical Lahore fort stands the Lava temple, which is a testament to its ancient roots and connections to the Ramayana. Though this temple has seen better days, it remains a silent witness to the city's history. Over time, researchers and historians have tried to decipher the temple's origin, with some suggesting it might not have been established that far back in the past, but during the Sikh era in the fort. Meanwhile, the origins of the fort remain shrouded in mystery. What's certain is that this ancient city and its landmarks like the Lava temple have countless tales to tell. I've also tried to find Kusa temple in Kasur. There are a couple of old temples that are family residences now. According to one of the articles, Kasur's Hindu population is 0.007%. No one's left there. And no one's left there probably even knows what they are. Lahore and Kasur might not be even the original Lavapuri and Kusapuris, but they carry the remnants of our civilizational continuity. So as we continue our journey through Ramayana, we are not just exploring a great epic, but also traveling through time, visiting places that have stood as silent witnesses to this timeless tale. Stay with me as we bridge the past and the present, the legend and the history. Iyam visrushtiryata ababhuva yadivadadhe yadivana yo asya jhaksha parame vyomanso Angam Veda Yadivana Veda. Let's start with the verses in Sarga 4. As I usually do it, I'll say a few verses till I reach a logical pause, and I'll go ahead and describe the meaning of each of these verses. Here are the verses. Prapta Rajasya Ramasya Valmikir Bhagavan Rushihi Chakara Charitam Kritsnam Vichitra Padamatmavan Chaturvimsat Sahasrani Slokanam Uktavan Rushihi Tatha Sarga Setan Pancha Shatkandani Tathottaram Krutvapi tan Mahaprajñah Sabhavishyam Sahottaram Chintayamasa Konvetat Prayunjiyat iti Prabhu Tasya Chintayamanasya Maharsher Bhavitatmanaha Agruhnitam Tatah Padau Muniveshau Kusilavau Kusilavau tu dharmajñau Rajaputrau yasasvinau Bhratarau swarasampannau Dadarshashramavasinau Satu medha vinau društva Vedeshu parinishthitau Vedopa brahmanarthaya Tavagrahayata Prabhu Kavyam Ramayanam Kritsnam Sitayas Charitam Mahat Paulastyavadhamityeva Chakara Charita Vrataha Pathye Geye Cha Madhuram Pramanai Stribhiranvitam Jatibhis Saptabhirbaddham Tantri Laya Samanvitam Rasai Shrungara Karunya Hasya Veera Bhayanakaihi Raudradibhischa Samyuktam Kavymetadagayatam Tau tu Gandharva Tatvajñau Murchanasthana Kovidau Bhratarau Swarasampannau Gandharva Vivarupinau Rupalakshana Sampannau Madhura Swarabhashinau Bimbadivo Dhrutau Bimbau Ramadehat Tathaparau. 1.4.1 Prapta Rajyasya, having attained the kingdom. Praptam, attained. Rajya, kingdom. Ramasya, Rama. Valmiki, Valmiki. Bhagavan Rishihi, godly seer or ascetic. Chakara, composed. Charitam, story or narrative. Kritsnam, entire. Vichitrapadam, captivating words. Atmavan, self-realized individual or soul. Overall meaning is the sage Valmiki, having known that Rama attained the kingdom, crafted the entire narrative of that story, Ramayana story, with captivating words. Chaturvimsat Sahasrani, 24,000 Slokanam, verses. Uktavan, spoken. Rushi, sage. Tatha, more than that. Sarga Shatan Pancha, 500 sections. Sarga, 500 sargas or cantos. Shatkandani, 6 episodes or books, right? Tathottaram, also Uttarakanda. Overall meaning is the sage composed 24,000 verses with Ramayana consisting of 500 sargas, 6 episodes or books, plus Uttarakanda. Kritva api, having composed. Tataha, Tataha Mahaprajñah, Tataha, all that. Mahaprajñah, great intellectual. Sahottaram, Saha Uttaram, along with Uttarakanda. Chintayamasa, reflected or contemplated. Ka nu etat, konvetat, right? Who, kaha, kaha, nu, who, indeed, etat, this one, prayunjiyat, may translate that into performance, something that needs to be translated into some kind of performance. Iti Prabhu, in this way the master. The master is Valmiki here. The verse meaning is that the great intellectual like Valmiki, having composed Ramayana plus Uttarakanda, reflected as to who can spread or give a performance on the epic, right? Every good thing needs eyeballs. Similarly, I need your subscription. By the way, please check out the prior episode on my thoughts on Uttarakanda. So, tasya chintayamanasya, tasya, that him, chintayamanasya, reflecting or contemplating, maharsher bhavitatmanaha, honorable, bhavitatmanaha, somebody who can be honored, honorable, maharshi, sage, agruhnitam, touching, padav, the feet, touched his feet, kusilavav, muniveshav, kusilavav, dressed like ascetics, the two, kusa and lava. So the sage was contemplating how to spread the word of the epic. Kusa and lava came to him dressed like little ascetics. Little is not there, I am adding it. Little ascetics, and bowed at his feet. Kusi lavav tu dharmagnav. Kusa and lava tu indeed, then, indeed or then, depending on the verse. Dharmagnav, knowing righteousness or dharma. Rajaputrav, royal princesses. Yashasvinav, illustrious Bhratarav, brothers. Swara Sampannav, blessed with melodious voices. Dadarsha, sa. Ashramavasinav, residents of the hermitage. Next verse, sa tu medhavinav. Sa, he, tu, then, medhavinav, smart, intelligent fellows, the kids, right? Drushtva, having seen, Vedeshu, in the Vedas, Parinishthitav, well versed, Vedopa Brumhanarthaya, for the purpose of spreading or propagating the Vedas, Tava, both of them, Tava, two, both, Agrahayata, taught, Prabhu, who? The master. Okay. See, the overall meaning is that Valmiki saw that Kusa and Lava were very intelligent. They just touched his feet. He sees that they are very intelligent. They have the ability to learn the Vedas. And he taught them further so that they can be more proficient for the purpose of propagating the Vedas. Kavyam, poem or epic, right? Kavyam means poem, poems, group of poems. Ramayanam, Ramayana. Krutsnam, entire. Sitaya, of Sita. Charitam, the story. Mahat, great. Paulastya Vadha, killing of the demon Ravana. Paulastya is Ravana. He is the descendant of Pulastya Brahma. Ityeva, thus, Chakara, he did compose. Charita Vrata, one committed to Charita Vrata, one committed to narrative or story. The overall meaning is that Valmiki composed the entire epic of Ramayana, which narrates the great story of Sita and of course the slaying of the demon Ravana. Here it is being called the story of Sita. Well, story of Sita is the same as story of Rama. It's making sure to tell you that story of Rama is in fact the same as the story of Sita. No gender discrimination here. Pathye geye cha madhuram. In reading or recitation, geye in singing, and madhuram, melodious or sweet. Pramanaihi tribhihi anvitam. Pramana is tribhir anvitam. Modes that are three modes, Pramanaihi, modes, three, Tribhihi, three, Anvitam, endowed with. What are they? Slow, moderate, quick. Jati bihi, notes. Sapta bihi, seven notes. Baddham, bound or adjusted. Tantri laya, rhythm of a stringed instrument, rhythm. Samanvitam, accompanied by. So what are the 7 notes? In Indian classical music, the 7 basic notes are called the Saptaswara, which translates to 7 sounds or 7 notes. They are Shadja, Sa, Shadjarai, Rushabha, Gandhara, Madhyama, Panchama, Dhaivata, Nishada. These notes are very similar to the Western Do, Re, Ma, Fa, Sol, La, Ti system of musical notes. But the Indian classical system also includes microtones and various scales that allow for a range of tonal variations. You can hear in some songs, you can hear the tonal variations that are slow, and then they are also vastly different. Rasai, Shringara, Karunya, Hasya Veera Bhayanakahi. Rasaihi, emotions or sentiments. Shringara, love or romance. Karunyam, compassion. Hasya, humor. Veera, heroism. Bhayanaka, terror, Raudra, wrath or fury, Adibhihi, and others. Cha and Samyuktam combined with Kavyam, epic or poem, Etat, this, Agayatam was sung. So overall meaning is that this poem, the Ramayana, is filled with sentiments of romance, compassion, humor, heroism, terror, wrath, and everything else was melodiously sung. You see that we have all of them in an Indian movie, right? You don't have one emotion ever. You don't have a horror movie. Even in a horror movie, there might be a song. See, that culture comes from that time, probably 2000 BC, to have this wholesome entertainment packaged in everything. Tau. Tau to Gandharva. Next one, 1.4.10, right? Tau. Those two. Tu, indeed, Gandharva Tatvagnyau, knowledgeable of musical principles. Murchanasthana, melodic modes. Kovidau, experts. Bhratarau, brothers. Swara Sampannau, blessed with melodious voices. Gandharva Viva, like celestial musicians. Gandharvas. Rupinau, appearance. So the overall meaning is that the brothers Kusa and Lava, they were indeed experts in musical principles and getting the melodic modes and all that. They were also blessed with melodious voices. They appeared like celestial Gandharvas. Who are these Gandharvas? Gandharvas are supposed to be a type of mystical celestial beings. So essentially these two looked like them. Rupa Lakshana Sampannau. Rupa Lakshana, physical features that Sampannau possessed, they endowed with Madhura Swara, Bhashinau, sweet voice, Bhashinau, speaking, Bimbadi Iva, like images, Udhrutau, somebody who can show the images, right? Udhrutau, extract or lift or get, Bimbau, images, Ramadehat, from Rama's body, Tatha, similarly, Aparau, the other two. See, the overall verse meaning is they had remarkable physical features and spoke with a sweet voice. They appeared as though they were images extracted from Rama's body. Each resembled him very closely. Tauraja putrau katsnena dharma makyanamuttamam vacho vidheyam tat sarvam krutva kavyamaninditau ऋषीणां च द्विजातीनां साधूनां च समागमे यथोपदेशं तत्त्वज्ञौ जगतुः सुसमाहितौ महात्मानौ महाभागौ सर्वलक्षणलक्षितौ तौ कदाचित् समेतानां ऋषीणां भावितात्मनां आसीनानां समीपस्था विदं काव्यमगायताम् तच्छ्रुत्वा मुनयः सर्वे बाष्पपर्याकुलेक्षणाः साधु साध्विदितावूचुः परं विस्मयमागताः ते प्रीतमनसः सर्वे मुनयो धर्मवत्सलाः प्रशंसुः प्रशस्तव्यो गायमानौ कुशीलवौ अहो गीतस्य माधुर्यं श्लोकानां च विशेषतः चिरनिवृत्तमप्येतत् प्रत्यक्षमिव दर्शितं प्रविश्यतावुभौ सुष्ठु भावं सम्यगगायतां सहितौ मधुरं रक्तं सम्पन्नं स्वरसम्पदा प्रीतः कश्चिन्मुनिस्थाभ्यां संस्थितः कलशं ददौ प्रसन्नो वल्कलं कश्चित् ददौ ताभ्यां महायशाः आश्चर्यमिदमाख्यानं मुनिना सम्प्रकीर्तितं परं कवीनामाधारं समाप्तं च यथाक्रमम् अभिगीतमिदं गीतं सर्वगीतेषु कोविदौ आयुष्यं पुष्टिजनकं सर्वश्रुतिमनोहरं प्रशस्यमानो सर्वत्र कदाचित् तत्र गायकौ रथ्यासुराजमार्गेषु ददर्श भरताग्रजः स्ववेश्मचानीय तदा भ्रातरौ सकुशीलवौ पूजयामास पूजार्हौ रामस्य तृणिबर्हणः तौ राजपुत्रौ कात्स्येन. Verse 1.4.12. Those two, Rajaputrau, the princess, Katsnyena, entirely, Dharmya, righteous, Akhyanam, narrative, uttamam, excellent, vachaha, speech, vidheyam, subjected to, tataha, that, or instructed to, vidheyam, tat, that, sarvam, all, krutva, having done, kavyam, poetry or epic, anindita, without mistakes. So the overall meaning of that is these two princes, Kusa and Lava, having learned entirely the narrative of Ramayana, voiced the entire epic without making any mistakes. Verse 1.4.13, Rushinam cha dvijatinam sadhunam cha samagame. Everybody was assembled, all the great people, learned people. Yathopadesham tatvajñam jagatuhu su samahitav. Means in the assembly of all the learned people, samagame yathopadesam, as instructed, tatvajñam, people who know the essence, su samahitav, with focused mind they started singing. In the assembly of these sages, learned men and the virtuous people. Verse 1.4.14, Mahatmanav Mahabhagav. See, they are great souled and they are fortunate as well, these Lava and Kusa. Sarva Lakshana Lakshitav, marked by all the, they have all the good qualities. Tau, those two, Kadachit, some, Sametanam, assembled, Rushinam, of the sages, Bhavitatmanam, people who are very honorable, Asinanam, they were seated, Samipasthava, nearby, Idam, this, Kavyam, epic, Agayatam, sang. The overall verse meaning is that the two, who were fortunate that they had all the great, honorable, contemplative and reflective, virtuous people close by to them, as they sang this epic. Tat Shrutva, Tat Shrutva. This is a Chutva Sandhi. I talked about this in one of the episodes. The way the words are combined here, Tat and Shrutva. Tat means that, Shrutva, having heard, Munayaha, sages, Sarve, all, Bashpaparya Kulekshanaha, eyes filled with tears, Sadhu Sad Viditi, well done, well done. Tavaha, to them, Uchu said, Param, great, Vismayam, Vismaya, wonder, Agata, having arrived. So all these people, all these sages who were there in the assembly, they expressed their wonder and started exclaiming, well done, well done. Verse 1.4.16, Te Prita Manasa Sarve, Te, they, Pritam Manasa, pleased in mind, Sarve, all, Munayaha, sages, Dharmavatsalaha, they had fondness for them. Prasasamsuh, praised. Prasastavyo, praiseworthy. They praised the praiseworthy. Gayamanav, singing. Kusilavav, Kusa and Lava. So all the sages, they were so pleased. They were fond of this righteous, princess. And they started praising the Kusa and Lava, who were praiseworthy as they sang. Aho Gitasya, aha, oho, aha, expression of wonder. Gitasya, of the song, Madhuryam, sweetness, Slokanam, of the verses, Cha, and Visheshataha, the importance especially, Chiranivrittam, the entire events, right, Api, even, Etat, this, Pratyaksham, visible, it's as if they are visible, right, as if, the Iva, as if Darshitam, shown. The sweetness of the song and especially of the verses, it is as if something is being shown directly in front of their eyes as they were singing. Verse 1.4.18, Pravishyata ubhau sushtu, Pravisya, entering, ta ubhau, those two, sushtu, well, bhavam, emotion, samyak, proper, agayatam, sang, sahitav, together, madhuram, sweet, raktam, the passion was pouring through, sampannam, endowed with, swara sampada, melodious tunes. So delving deep into the emotions, the two sang with a lot of passion. Their song was sweet, it was endowed with melody. Actors, people, unless they dig into their emotions, they cannot deliver. Same thing with talkers as well. You talk, and you have to be passionate about it, you have to be focused enough about it to be able to help people understand. Pritaha, pleased, kaschit, some, munihi, sage, tabhyam, to both of them. Samstitaha, standing, a vessel, kalasaha, a vessel, dadau, gave, prasannam, delighted, valkalam, bark garment, kaschit, some, dadau, gave, tabhyam, to both of them, mahayasaha, the illustrious ones. The overall meaning is that many of them were so pleased. A certain sage standing close gave a vessel to both of them, delighted. Another highly illustrious one gave them a bark garment. So remember, even today, we in India, the way you respect people is to put a shawl around them. So that is a mark of respect. They gave the bark garment to the two princes. Now, of course, they were still in the ascetic uniforms. They don't know they are princes at the time. Now, verse 1.4.21, Ascharyam, wonderful, idam, this, akhyanam, tale, munina, by the sage, samprakirtitam, well proclaimed or well praised, param, ultimate, kavinam, of the poets, adharam, basis, samaptam, finished, cha, end, yathakramam, in order. The overall meaning is the wonderful narrative that was given by the sage is the ultimate, has the ultimate meaning behind it, and it was all in the proper order, and they finished it in the correct order of things. Verse 1.4.22, Abhigitam idam gitam. They all celebrated Abhigitam idam, this gitam, song. Sarva giteshu, among all songs, Kovidau, experts, Ayushyam, life-giving, Pushtijanakam, nourishing, Sarvasruti, for all listeners, Manoharam, delighting. This celebrated song of Ramayana, among all songs known to people, known to anyone, apparently, it gives life, nourishes, and delights all who hear it. Verse 1.4.23, Prasasyamanav sarvatra, being praised, sarvatra, everywhere, kadachit tatra, once they were done, they went everywhere, right? Gayakau, singers, Radhyasu, on the streets, Rajamargeshu, on the royal roads, Dadarsha, saw, Bharatagrajaha, Bharata's elder brother. See, they were praised, they were being praised everywhere. They were singing on the royal roads and the streets. Apparently, they were seen by Rama. Svaveshma chaniya tada. Svaveshma, to his own palace or the place, not the palace, to his place. Svaveshma means to his place, own place, abode. Chaniya, brought, tada, then, Bhratarau, the two brothers. He, saha, he, Kusalavau, Kusa and Lava, Pujayamasa, respected, honored, Pujarhau, worthy of worship or worthy of showing hospitality. Rama, Shatru Nibarhana, that's an adjective as an enemy destroyer. The overall meaning is Rama essentially brought the two brothers, Kusa and Lava. He saw them singing, and he liked what he saw, he heard about them, and he brought them to his own abode and extended the hospitality. Asina kanchane divye sacha simhasane prabhu upopavistas sachivai भ्रातृभिश्च परन्तपः दृष्ट्वा तु रूपसम्पन्नौ तावुभौ नियतस्तथा उवाच लक्ष्मणं रामः शत्रुघ्नं भरतं तदा श्रूयतामिदमाख्यानम् अनयोर्देववर्चसोः विचित्रार्थपदं सम्यक् गायकौ तावचोदयत् तौ चापि मधुरं रक्तं स्वञ्चितायतनिस्वनं तन्त्रीलयवदत्यर्थं विश्रुतार्थमगायताम् ह्लादयत् सर्वगात्राणि मनांसि हृदयानि च श्रोत्राश्रयसुखं गेयं तद्बभौ जनसंसदि इमौ मुनि पार्थिवलक्षणान्वितौ कुशीलवौ चैव महातपस्विनौ ममापि तद्भूतिकरं प्रवक्ष्यते महानुभावं चरितं निबोधत ततस्तुतौ रामवचः प्रचोदितौ अगायतां मार्गविधानसम्पदा स चापि रामः परिषद्गतः शनैर्बुभूषयासक्तमना बभूव. Verse 1.4.25. Asina Kanchane Divye. Asina, seated. Kanchane, on the golden. Divye, divine. Saha, he. Simhasane, throne. Prabhuhu, Rama. Upopavista, accompanied by Sachivaihi, ministers. Bhratrubhihi, brothers. Parantapaha, who are enemy slayers. See, overall meaning is the Rama, seated on the divine golden throne, was accompanied by his ministers and brothers. Obviously, the adjective for the brothers is they are all enemy slayers because they are the fighters. They are the Kshatriyas. Drushtva tu Rupa Sampannau. Drushtva, having seen. Rupa Sampannau, possessing beauty or form. Tavubhau, those two. Kusa and Lava. Niyata, fixated or positioned. Tatha, in that manner. Uvacha, said. Lakshmanam, to Lakshmana. Ramaha, Rama. Shatrughnam, Shatrughna. Bharatam, Bharata. Tada, then. Having seen, the overall meaning is having seen those two Kusa and Lava who were endowed with beauty and they were positioned in the court. Rama then spoke to Lakshmana, addressed Lakshmana, Shatrughna and Bharata. Verse 1.4.27. Shruyatam idam akhyanam. Shruyatam, let it be heard. Idam, this. Akhyanam, tale or narration. Anayoho, of these two. Devavarchasoho, divine, with the divine splendor. It's addressing Kusa and Lava. Vichitrartha padam, with wonderful words and meanings. Samyak, properly. Gayakau, singers. Tava, them. Chodayat, prompt. The overall meaning of this is, let this, he was addressing the brothers, Rama. He's saying, let this tale of these two, they are there with the divine splendor, let's hear them. Prompt them, the singers, to properly narrate with those wonderful captivating words. Verse 1.4.28. Tau chapi madhuram raktam. Tau, those two. Cha, and api, also. Madhuram, sweetly. Raktam, with affection. Swanchitayata niswanam, with self-controlled and extended sound. They are in their singing, it is very self-controlled and extended sounds they used to sing. Tantri laya, to the tune of stringed instruments. Vada, like or similar. Atyartham, deeply or intensely. Visrutartham, with wonderful meanings. Agayatam, they sang. The overall meaning of these verses is, those two, Kusa and Lava, sang sweetly and with deep interest. They were self-controlled and had the extended sound similar to the tune of string. They were also using the stringed instruments, and they sang deep with well-known meanings, with wonderful meaning in them. Verse 1.4.29. Hladayat sarvagatrani. Hladayat, delighted. Sarvagatrani, all the limbs, body, everybody. Manansi, minds. Hrudayani, hearts. Cha, and Srotrasya sukham, pleasure to the ears. Gayam, song. Tata, that. Babhau, shown. Janasamsadi, in the assembly of people. Their song delighted the limbs, minds and hearts of all the listeners. That song was a pleasure to the ears, shown in the assembly of people. Imau muni parthiva lakshananvitau. Verse 1.4.30. Imau, these two, muni, sages, were dressed like ascetics. Parthiva Lakshananvitau. They had almost royal features or characteristics, but they were dressed like ascetics. Kusilavau, Kusa and Lava, Cha and Eva indeed. Mahatapasvinau, great ascetics. Mama, my. Api, also. Tadbhutikaram, will be beneficial. Pravakshate, will be told or spoken. Mahanubhavam, of great honorable people. Charitam, tale or story. Nibodhata, understand or pay attention. The overall meaning of this is these two sages with royal features, Kusa and Lava, they sang the tale which was beneficial to everybody and everybody paid attention to it. Tatastutau, tataha, then, tau, those two, Ramavachaha, by Rama's words, they were encouraged, right? Prachoditau, prompted or urged, based on the urging of Rama. Agayatam, sang. Marga Vidhana Sampada, according to the proper way of singing. Saha, proper way. Marga Vidhana Sampada means according to the proper method. Saha, he. Cha, and. Api, also. Ramaha, Rama. Parishadgata, in the assembly. Parishadgataha, in the assembly. Sanaihi, slowly. Bubhushaya, with the desire to have a peaceful mind. Asakta mana, with attached mind. Babhuva, became. The overall meaning of this is, prompted by Rama's words, Kusa and Lava started to sing according to the proper method. Rama in the assembly, he wanted peace, and he became slowly immersed in their singing and in the story. Now, you know, in old Indian movies, they have this circle that goes like this, like, you know, Rama is paying attention to Lava and Kusa. They are singing the Ramayana. From next Sarga onwards, you will have the beginning of Ramayana, the central part or central narrative of Ramayana. Thank you so much for staying with me, viewers and listeners. If you really enjoy it, please subscribe, like, share, and press the bell icon. For whenever I release the video, you will get a notification. Thank you so much. It is really helpful and it will really encourage me if you guys subscribe in droves, because after all, of course, it is my it's like a hobby. You know, I'm doing it as a hobby, but at the same time, it will be really encouraging for me that some other people are really enjoying it, and so you know, it will really help me. Thank you again. I really appreciate all your help. By the way, we've been able to complete 4,000 public watch hours, and you know, we have obviously reached the target of 1,000 subscribers. We have about 2,500 subscribers on the channel. Thank you for joining this growing community. I want to make sure, you know, we grow this community further so we can discuss some of the concepts that our ancestors talked about. Ityarshe Srimad Ramayane Valmikiya Adikavye Balakande Chaturdha Sargaha. This is your host Hemant.